We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are, MMTLP stock, Mullen Automotive Inc. continuing to fight to hold support here above the 45-cent area and doing a full transition from the rip area to the dip area in today's pre-market. And it wasn't the only stock experiencing volatility. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY bot at 11:35 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, bull strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. And if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are, MMTLP stock, Mullen Automotive Inc., continuing to fight to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch and what's going on with the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our AMD bot. Our AMD bot sent out a bull indicator at 1:30 p.m. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, bull strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 80% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are at MMTLP stock, Mullen Automotive Inc., doing a full transition from the rip area to the dip area on 42 vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are at MMTLP stock, Mullen Automotive Inc., under a bull indicator at the 44.90 area. I would just round that up to 45 cents, and it is fighting to hold support here at the 45-cent area. And that has been a crucial level here for the last several days and weeks, right? Between the 44.50 and the 45-cent area. It canceled out that bear indicator from Friday at the 46.45 area, rejected when it came up to it at the bell, but it's still fighting here under a bull indicator, canceling that out and trying to hold this support of the 45-cent area at the 30-minute chart. Now, if we go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could go ahead and see here a bear indicator did pop up in the pre-market, and it's going to be crucial and critical for a bull indicator to pop up if the bulls try to bring this back up to cancel out that bear indicator and start to retest key resistance levels here in the bigger picture. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could go ahead and see here a bull indicator popped up into the bell, and after the bell at around the 44.90 area, and a bear indicator popped up here at 45.12, and it is fighting here in the after hours to break back above that, as you see it there in this one bar, right? It hit highs here of 45.17, and that's something I would not ignore going into tomorrow if the bulls can break through it and eventually cancel out this bear indicator with a bull indicator in the volatility of the 15-minute. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, we're going to talk about support and what's going on with the inflow versus outflow. So within the volatility of the 15-minute, the inflows crossed over on Friday when things actually pulled up towards 46 to 47 cent area. Huge resistance there, 5 rejections in the after hours and also throughout the day. And then also here we have it when you see it coming back up, but outflows never crossed over, right? It went all the way down into a dip area from the rip area up here of 48 cents all the way down to 44, came back up, and the inflows were still above the midpoint. And that's one thing to not ignore here, and how it's trying to fight and hold support above the 44.50 to 45 cent area, because if that gets broken through, I'll be watching if these outflows cross to the downside and turn from green to red. But if they stay above the midpoint, it's going to be crucial and critical to not ignore if it pulls away from it, how it can reflect further strength into these charts. And I'll be watching if the inflow versus outflows can roll over into the 30-minute chart as well. Now, we have here inflows above the midpoint, even though they're red. And it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to turn from red to green, like it did the last 2 times up here, as I've shown before, from the 43 cent area all the way up to 87 cents when it popped up to 0.51. And then also here when it went from 110 all the way up to 155, right? So I'm going to be watching closely if these inflows can start to pick up here on the 30-minute chart and switch from red to green and pull away from the midpoint. Now, in the bigger picture on the 1 hour, it is green, but it's below the midpoint here as we've seen it. It's really close there to the midpoint, and it needs to cross back above it to further confirm any strength into these charts on the bigger picture. So definitely something to not ignore. Even though it's green, it is below the midpoint and outflows are dominating, right? So to justify any of the moves to the upside, it's going to need these inflows to cross back over. Now, what's the first key level I would watch? Well, it's support, guys, right? The first support level is 45 cents. If that gets broken through, I'll be watching if on the 15-minute, the outflows cross over and start to dominate. And if that weakness rolls over into the 30-minute chart as well, bringing things down closer to the midpoint or even crossing it. And the next support I'll be watching is the 43 cent area. And then below that is the 40 cent level. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick up, pull away from the midpoint, and try to start to reflect that strength into these charts. And the first resistance is the 46 cent level. Then above that comes 48 cents. And if these inflows could start to pick up on the 30-minute, go from red to green and push up higher, then above that, I'll be watching the 50 to 52 cent level based off the history of the chart. And those are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them. And here on the 15-minute, I'm going to be watching it very closely as inflows are above and dominating over the chart right now in the volatility of the 15-minute. And I'll be watching if it can roll that strength over to the 30-minute as well. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.